Hello and welcome. We are going to be going over something super important, and that is the negative effects animal captivity has on the animals, especially their mental health. Zoos may say that they are trying to help animals by keeping them safe in captivity, but realistically, their main concern is making money off these animals, which often causes them to live in small exhibits, leading to much of what I said before, such as mental and physical degeneration. I do think that some zoos are trying to help, but are missing the bar of what is actually helping these animals. Species being conserved means conserving the natural behaviors and helping them mentally and physically. However, a zoo, for example, doesn't follow the needs and mental state that they have within their natural habitat. I mean, how would you feel if you were gawked at and watched your entire life, or brought from, the wild and placed in a completely different area you're never in before? Confinement is doing no good if the natural behaviors animals have are aggressive, sad, and lonely. Animals need space and room to socialize and roam. It should be mentioned that zoos hold roughly 6 million animals, and less than 10% of them, according to adaong.org, are endangered species. Now, we know animals within captivity struggle when they are brought into the zoo, yet being born into captivity is just as unhealthy, as zoochosis, a form of mental illness present within captive animals, is still present within animals born into captivity. In fact, according to worldanimalprotection.us, animals have developed such severe zoochosis from being born into captivity that they lack the necessary survival skills to survive in the wild. Animals' mental health is damaged within a stressful and confined environment, and this is because the animal's brain has damage developing to the parts of the brain like the capillaries, which are thinning, and this is crucial in delivering oxygen and supporting the organs. The continuous thinning of the cerebral cortex, crucial for voluntary movement and for cognitive function, is also a major factor in the developing damage to animals' brains. Animals within captivity can develop chronic stress, and therefore captive animals' emotions and memories are irregular when in confinement, and their mental health is continuously struggling.
According to ada.org, animals in captivity become more frustrated as they can't make decisions for themselves, and this leads to tendencies toward genetic, physical, and behavioral degeneration. These often vary on the animal and the type of enclosure they receive. This is harmful as it suppresses their natural instincts. Animals do a lot of things to cope with stressors and depression they feel in captivity, such as continually walking in circles and just walking constantly, playing with their tongues, biting random objects, and rocking in place, which is very common among big cats, elephants, bears, etc. These all negatively affect their mental health, physical health, and it's just all around not good for these animals in these captive habitats. I do believe that confinement of animals in captivity does physically harm them. This may not result completely from confinement itself, but from effects caused by it, such as self-harm or even being harmed by their caregivers if they don't behave, and the lack of exercise they are able to do is in such small spaces in captivity is very harmful for them. And this information shows that captivity is not just negatively affecting the mental state of animals, but also the physical state of animals. There are so many ethical problems with zoos. Many people think zoos are just a place where animals can just live and enjoy it, but those people are most of the time wrong. These zoos have habitats hundreds of times smaller than their natural habitat, which in comparison to humans would be like a prison. Now these animals, unlike prisoners, have done no harm, and similar to humans, it would be unethical to contain them to one place. So that is one of the multitude of ethical problems I believe there are with zoos.